Hi friends, welcome back, or if you are new to my channel, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about Utah real estate market statistics based on the most current, on the most accurate indicators that was just released by the Utah Board of Realtors. And I was looking through the internet, there were so many stats on Utah housing and so many, practically all of them that I reviewed were so inaccurate. Therefore, if you do want to make a profitable decision, an informed decision, please stay tuned. And super quickly, I'm Anya Bartholomew, your local Utah real estate agent. Therefore, if you're looking to buy, sell, relocate, or buy a second home, my information is below. Let's look at this. So this is the inventory levels through 2019, 2020, and here's 21, right? January 21. February 21. So then we had a little bit of the coming up, but look at this. We are at the historically low inventory of 4.8 across the border, the entire United States. Now let's see how bad it is for Utah. Well, let's look at the number of closed sales. And so like the graphs are all nice and dandy, but I want you to just look at the square, at the numbers. So this is by price range. The price range of 150 and below is basically disappearing. 150 to 200 is also minus 61, also disappearing. 2/3 of this inventory is not existing. The same thing is happening to 100 to 300 for the entire Utah County, and it's really even like Utah State. And there's a little bit of movement. There's a lot of inventory from those lower range moving into 300 and 500 category. So this number is really not indicative of good things happening in this price range. But look at this. There is a massive movement in the 500 to 750 range. And look at this, 750,000 and above, another massive movement. So this is as sad as it gets for Utah housing in terms of what's happening with the number of closed sales. Another indicator, a housing indicator for Utah that's critically important, days on the market. In other words, how quickly the homes sell. Well, let's look at this. In February 2021, we were 37 days. It took a property to sell 37 days on average. And then we can look, you can pause and look at those numbers in different price ranges. Right now, we're 40% less, 22. So the speed at which the property are being goggled up by the demand is really increasing. It's pretty exponential. We're almost doubling. Our next indicator, median sales price. Well, that another indicator that doesn't lie, like you can look at the bedroom count, pause the screen and research, but on your own, or by property type. But let's just look at the general numbers here. So all properties, in 2021, a year ago, we were at 360, right now at 455. So it's a 26% increase. It's very similar to, the single family homes and a little bit higher for the townhomes. Let's look at the next indicator that never lies, for the entire state of Utah, percentage of the regional list price received. Well, we're talking about the bidding wars. We're talking about if the property is going on the market for, 660, like with one of my latest clients, and then the bidding offer, the winning offer actually sells at 740. Well, tells you something. Now, going back to original presupposition, inventory, right? Supply, demand. Let's look at the inventory of homes for sale. So last year, it was super crazy, super tight. But what's happening? Are there any changes this year? So last year, we're at 3698, total, units sold inventory. This year, we're almost, we're almost 1,000 units less. That's 1,000 homeowners, 25%, a quarter of last year tight demand is not happening. That's very, very sad. It's 21% for single and 44% for townhomes. Ouch. And this is the final most important number, like that really truly hardcore indicates supply, months supply of inventory. For the average market, for the balanced market, we need to be at 2.5 months supply of the inventory. Let's see what's going on here. Well, for the 150 range, there's only one home sold last year and one home sold. It's minus 17%. So we're not even going to be considering that. like in 750 and above, the inventory is actually not bad, right? Like wasn't that bad last year. So it was a much more balanced market, depending also, which part of town you're buying. But then look, this year it's 26% down. 1.7 is very competitive. But if we look for the very popular price ranges, right, we're talking about 2, 3, 5, especially 3 and 500s. So the month supply of inventory is pretty much non-existent. Look at this. There is 1.7, 1.6. And when I show you in the next video what's happening specifically in Salt Lake County, and then in another video, I'll show you what's happening in Park City in Summit County, you're going to be really surprised. And just to spoil it a little bit for you, in Salt Lake City, this inventory is 0.03. It's just unbelievable. It's half than for the entire state of Utah. And that's very sad. And that, again, is an indicator that the battle for housing continues. I don't know what your experience it is or it isn't with buying a home, or your friends or family buying a home in Salt Lake City or in Utah. But if you would like to share what's happening for you, I would love to know, is there anything I can do for you? And that if there are any other information that you might need to consider and make, almost, the most informed decision. And on that note, I just want to let you know, guys, that if you are sitting and waiting, there's no more room for error. Like the market is not going down anytime soon. It's a basic inflation. When in the midst of the horrific inflation, the money supply is being printed at the unprecedented rate. The inventory is like, everybody who has inventory, they don't move. The resale inventory is not happening. And the new housing construction inventory is very restricted. So for the next 10 years, if you're hoping to have a home, you have to figure out how to do it sooner rather than later. So far, we've covered the most important market indicator that helps you understand what's happening in Utah housing market. It's one of the hottest, along with Idaho, real estate markets in the entire of the United States. And if you understand that, and then you're going to watch my next video when I'm going to kind of like dive in deeper in Salt Lake County and Utah County, and maybe I'll bring Davis County as well. But they're very, very parallel. And then in the next one, I'll also cover Summit County. Guys, this is where you can really understand what's happening, and you can make the most informed and therefore the most profitable decision. And if you can achieve that, sky's the limit. So if I can help you in any way, let me know. I'm Anya Bartholomew, your local Utah real estate agent. If you're buying, let me know. Let's chat.